let's just talk a little bit about birth. I think we know birth in the physical sense, but my scope of practice and my expertise is spiritual birth. And so one thing that I've talked about this at length, and I've talked about this in my session often, but one thing that I want to specify is that before we've come over to Earthside, Earthside is considered a place where you could see, feel, hear, and experience. This is where you can engage your senses. This is what we know as the world. Before we come over to Earthside, we were a spiritual and are a spiritual and energetic body. So before the baby crosses over the portal being the womb space, before the baby crosses over the portal, the baby already exists in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual world, right? This is what's called spiritual birth work. And so as a birth worker and womb healer, there are folks that are qualified and are gifted enough to communicate with baby before baby came over to Earthside, right? And this is how many folks say they dream of their children before they actually have and gave birth to their beautiful bundle of joy. And so before a baby comes into the womb space, the baby is already present. The energy and spirit of the baby is already present, y'all. It's already present. And so something that a mother can do to prepare, if she is trying to conceive or she is interested in conceiving, she can do a physical womb detox. This is going to remove any irregular mucus and bacteria, cervical mucus from the womb space. She can do a spiritual baby altar for her baby before the baby is conceived. That way she calls the baby in and lets baby know she is okay to receive the gift of baby in this lifetime. Okay? She can also do prayers and meditation for fertility. I always recommend that my mamas really focus and target on doing sacral chakra healing work. This is the second chakra in the body. This is the chakra that's governed by the element of water. This is the chakra around birth, creativity, giving new life. So one way that we give new life is through birth, but we also give new life in ideas and intuition. This is that chakra that moves something from one form of being to another form of being, which is necessary for birth. We're trying to facilitate the path that baby feels safe enough to move from the spiritual being to the physical being, right? And so it's going to be just as important to focus on and continue to balance that sacral chakra energy with sound healing. That is also super effective with regulating the nervous system, with reducing and eliminating stress in the environment. And in my experience, I've worked with about 5 clients now that the minute we began doing sacral chakra work, intentional work, they became pregnant. Don't be surprised if you become pregnant after intentionally working on the spiritual side of it too. Not only the physical, but the spiritual side. Because we create opportunity, and we create opportunity for spaciousness. Once we eliminate and remove and let go of, some of the experiences that block the sacral chakra and make it, imbalanced, we create this beautiful opportunity for spaciousness. And so now a new energy can enter into the sacral, and we know that as giving birth or conceiving. I want you to really take away that everything works together. The spiritual body works with the mental and emotional body, and it also works with the physical body. And so if you are preparing to have a baby or bring a baby to this physical plane, it is my recommendation, my loving recommendation, that we also work on the spiritual, mental, and emotional bodies.